It's the morning weather briefing. This is for Thursday, the 31st of July. Meteorological summer, two-thirds of the way over as of today. Heat levels coming down. That's the big story for the weekend, with the coverage of showers and thunderstorms gradually increasing. Here's the upper air look, and that upper ridge is slowly weakening. The air aloft a little colder. The air a little more unstable. To start today, the radar showing nothing across Alabama. Maybe a couple of small showers down around Perdido Key, but again, most of the state dry. But like recent days, we'll see more scattered shower storms forming this afternoon. 70s to start the day. Highs mostly low and mid-90s today, and that's about average for the end of July. But still, we have a heat advisory for much of the state because of the higher dew points. And again, we've got a few counties in South Alabama not under an advisory, but everybody will be hot and humid today. But again, it's the typical heat we see for this time of the year. Around the nation, flash flood watches around Washington, D.C. and Baltimore, up to New York City, including Philadelphia, all of New Jersey. Here's the severe weather outlook for today and tonight. We have risks for parts of the Rockies out west. Risk of severe storms around Washington, D.C., Baltimore, Philadelphia, and a marginal risk over Arkansas. Tomorrow, marginal risks. Small ones, one from near Denver back up into Wyoming, and one again near D.C. and Baltimore. And on day 3, which is Saturday, a risk of severe storms around Goodland, Kansas, and western Nebraska. Here's a look at rain for the next 7 days, valid through Thursday morning of next week. For most of the state, rain amounts 1 to 2 inches on an average basis, maybe a little more for southeast Alabama, maybe a little less up in the Tennessee Valley. And of course, your number could vary because of the random, scattered nature of showers and storms. For example, parts of Birmingham, the eastern part of Birmingham, had 2 inches of rain yesterday in just an hour or so. Other parts of the city had nothing. All right, so here we are at the end of July, which means tomorrow we're getting into the peak of the hurricane season. August, September, first half of October. I mean, there's just nothing to show you, nothing. The season so far has been dominated by subsidence, sinking air, and dry, dusty air off the African continent. And there's just no evidence of any trouble, at least for the next 7 days. And listen, the thing, at some point, the Atlantic Basin will wake up, and the season should be a bit more active. But so far, it's been remarkably quiet. We've had 3 very short-lived, weak tropical storms, and that's it. And, of course, in the weather business, like in the medical business, you don't want to say that Q word too often because you know what happens when you say that. But, again, it's just calm as could be right now, despite what you see on all the Facebook pages that are constantly forecasting hurricanes 1 to 2 weeks in advance all season long. That's just what they do. But, again, nothing for at least the next 7 days. So, model fans, here we go. GFS, this is the 06Z run, 4 o'clock today. Ridge a little weaker. Highs low to mid-90s, and again, scattered showers and storms. And again, we had a lot more activity than that yesterday. And again, the HRRR has not been really good this summer with random air mass convection, and it's just not going to be good. So again, we'll see a number of showers and storms around, most of them between noon and midnight. Same thing tomorrow. Low to mid-90s, scattered showers and storms. There's the high-res HRRR tomorrow evening at 6. And in this type of air mass where the heavier storms form, they could produce some pretty heavy rain in spots, maybe some flooding in a few spots. And, of course, the biggest issue with summer storms, it's lightning, cloud-to-ground lightning. Saturday, the ridge really starts to weaken. For the northern half of the state, highs will be under 90 with the number of showers and thunderstorms around. And Sunday, how about highs in the low 80s for North Alabama? That's 10 degrees below average for early August. I mean, you rarely ever see a day. In fact, we'll have to look at the record book to see what the record low maximum is for Sunday. NBM is spitting out 82 for Birmingham. And again, it's not going to rain all day and not necessarily raining everywhere, but a number of showers and storms will likely be around. Monday, again, highs in the mid-80s for the northern half of the state. Look at the temperature anomalies. All the shades of blue and green on that map, way below average. Let's look at Tuesday. Again, I think many places in the 80s Wednesday, and then this is a week from today, Thursday, the 7th of August, the main heat ridge far to the west, little trough just north and east of here. And again, the high may be around 90, scattered showers and storms. Let's go out 10 days. The ridge trying to rebuild here a little bit out there in mid-August. This is Saturday, August 9th. And as the heights come up, the heat levels come up, probably low 90s, and again, spotty, scattered showers and storms. If you're new here, and you're thinking, that guy says the same thing every day. Well, we pretty much do say the same thing every day, June through early September. You can say every day, hot, humid, with a chance of an afternoon storm, and you're going to be right. The only thing that breaks it would be typically a tropical system. And again, there's no evidence of any tropical trouble, at least for the next 10 days in modeling. So this is the rain for the next 15 days coming off the European ensemble, the AI version. Now, numbers are coming up. The mean is now between 2 and 3 inches between now and the 15th of August. Temperatures coming off the national blend of models, 93 today and tomorrow. And then look at the drop for the weekend. 88 Saturday, 82 on Sunday. And then we stay below 90 all the way through Wednesday of next week. The national blend of models here suggesting for at least the northern half of the state, highs could be well under 90 Saturday all the way through Wednesday of next week. And then low 90s for that following weekend, the 9th and 10th of August. Latest long-range guidance, this is August 7th through the 13th. And there's a lot of red on that map, but again, there's no evidence of any runaway heat. Temperatures here could be a little above average. So summer storms yesterday. Again, like we talked about, this is the big issue, it's the lightning. One good summer storm can create hundreds of ground strokes. That was over McCalla in the western part of Jefferson County. And again, in the eastern part of Jefferson County, look at this. This is a Porto Madrid Boulevard right there near Crestwood. This is near the Amazon facility, the old Century Plaza Mall. And you can see some cars in trouble there, and obviously, you know what we're going to say, turn around, don't drown. But that was some flooding there in the eastern part of Birmingham. And down south, check this out. Whoa, boy, what a photogenic waterspout over Mobile Bay. Goodness. This thing was over the bay on the eastern shore side. And again, this is a great video. You can actually watch this thing move inland. This was visible from Point Clear, the Grand Hotel, back up toward Fairhope. And again, this is not a supercell. This is a routine summer storm. So when these things move in like that, they just fizzle out very quickly. But as they move in, they can, it's like a heavy dust devil. It can, blow furniture around and knock some tree limbs down, but they're typically not that dangerous. People say, how come there's no tornado warning for one of these things? But again, that was on the eastern shore of Mobile Bay late yesterday. This was about 5:45, 6:30. And notice it hits land and it just dissipates. And again, there's two kinds of water spouts. This one, and then you've got the ones that are from supercells. And that is equivalent to a tornado that will produce major damage once it moves inland. But this was not that type. And again, you can see it slowly fizzling as it hits land. How about the rainbows? Again, this has been the summer of rainbows. Every day, just these vivid rainbows showing up. That's a great shot right there. And, of course, that big old orb glowing sunset that was up on Sand Mountain at U.S. Highway 431 up around Albertville. So don't forget, we have a book signing Saturday. We're coming to Madison. We're going to be at the Clift Farms Chick-fil-A on U.S. 72 between 10:30 and 1:30. And if you've never been, we have a lot of fun. We take a lot of pictures. If you have kids that love weather, bring them. We've got all the T-shirts. We got the children's books that are really good, including this one. Maybe a child wants to do weather or they want to learn more about weather. But again, we've got everything. It's just a lot of fun. So come see us. Madison, Saturday between 10:30 and 1:30 at the Chick-fil-A Clift Farms right there in US 72. And again, don't forget this week I am technically on vacation. But remember, weather never takes a vacation. But no, I'm working through vacation this week as we're prepping for the new Alabama Weather Network that begins August 11th. That's a week from this coming Monday. And again, this new network will take care of every single county in the state. Every community. Doesn't matter where you live, way out in the country, in the city. This tornado warning will be live. And, of course, we might go live for high-end severe thunderstorm events. Of course, hurricane will be live. Big one coming up on the Panhandle, Alabama Gulf Coast. Live, long-form, proper coverage with amazing resources. Fixed cameras, and I've never had this many resources before. Fixed cameras in all 67 counties when the network is built out. We'll have this amazing group of storm chasers with some really compelling visuals during the live coverage. You won't be stuck looking at radar for 18 hours. We want you to see the weather. And, of course, in Alabama, that's hard to do because many of our tornadoes are at night. They're rain-wrapped, but we'll have that. We have a large team of volunteer sky watchers, and we're very excited about the great group we have there. And, again, we've got staffing that's just amazing. So, again, it starts on August 11th. But because of the sims and the rehearsals we're doing this week, there will be no afternoon video today, just the morning video this week, back to the two-a-day schedule next week. And, again, what I do on the socials, on my social media feeds, will not change at all. There's no change at all. But I do encourage you to follow the Alabama Weather Network on all the platforms, YouTube, Facebook, X, Instagram, all of them, TikTok. And the apps will be available Monday morning, August 11th, for your television, for your phone, tablets, and the website will be live then as well, alabamaweathernetwork.com. So that's the deal. And again, I'll take a break from the television side this week, and I'm still at ABC 3340. That doesn't change. I'll be back on the air after this vacation week on Monday of next week. So thanks for watching. Have a marvelous Thursday, and God bless.